Car video update. Let me say it right. Oh boy, you guys can't even see me. Guess what? This is going to be a new video where you guys can't see me as I talk. All you can see is when I'm driving. So how do you like that? How do you like them apples? All right. Because I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing me anyways. Oh my God, what's up with this? This camera sucks on this camera. I mean, phone. What's up with that, man? All right, you guys gonna watch me as I drive home, all right? Let me know how I drive. Let's see. Holy crap. That's not as easy as I thought, let me tell you. Well, that's okay. Yeah, boy. Oh, boy. Outstanding. I made it. I was gonna hit that guy. Let me turn this AC off because I think it's causing it to get fogged up or something. I don't know. Man, it's hot today. Today was hot. And when I say hot, I mean Washington hot is like 80, 90 degrees, and that's like unbearable. When it gets to 90, it's over, man. Game over. I gotta find the nearest cave or nearest swimming pool and just jump in there because I can't tolerate the heat. I get sick. It's been one of my problems. I don't know why, but it's always like that. Well, actually, for the military, I was a heat casualty during my advanced training, AIT training, because you go through like a tech school type of thing of training after you get out of the basic training. So once you get out of the basic training, which is like 9 or 10 weeks long of the Army, then you get shipped directly to another stateside duty station, because my basic training was at Fort Knox, Kentucky. So the school of hard knocks, the gates of hell. That's what they called it. It was very, very rough. It was extremely rough. I mean, I'll tell you that. Man, I wish I could have recorded my 8 weeks or 9 weeks of, I think it was 10 weeks actually of training, man. It was pretty bizarre. I mean, it was fun. It was outrageous. But I went straight to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and this was in the midsummer heat. We're talking like August, after 4th of July and all that. Jumped on a bus and went straight from Fort Knox, Kentucky, on the bus straight over to South Carolina, Fort Jackson, and so I did my Advanced Individual Training, or AIT, which is like a tech school, like I said, over there. And it was so hot. The humidity was so extreme. And we had to practice doing NBC warfare, nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare. And that was right after Desert Storm. So, it was like a real popular thing to train on because of Desert Storm and Desert Shield with Saddam Hussein, who apparently was having all these weapons of mass destruction, which we never found and never became true, I guess. And apparently he had chemical and biological weapons that he could have used, and he used on the Kurds before all this stuff happened with Kuwait, before the invasion, back in the 90s or, late 80s, early 90s, whatever, But yeah, that's some history lesson for you youngsters that don't know much about the Gulf War back in, when was it? 1990, 1991, because I went in after, and it was May 1992 that I went into the Army, and it ended in January. So 5 months after the Gulf War, I went into the Army. So I didn't waste any time, man. I just went straight in. Because it was just a thing to do. But other than that, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So we had a lot of practice in NBC warfare. So we had to put on our MOP gear, mission-oriented protective posture. Oh my God, I still remember that. There's a lot of acronyms in the military. And this is one of the suits that we had to wear with a gas mask and this really, really heavy, well, not really too heavy, but it's really thick. And when it's hot out, my God, makes it like fucking 300 degrees. Okay, part of my language, but remembering those days are just horrific. And this is training. Imagine the guys that were in Saudi Arabia and in Iraq during Desert Storm and Shield, when it was extremely hot. Oh my God, in the desert area. Come on, you had to wear those things. Great, a freaking red light. I don't need that right now. But yeah, it's ridiculous. So I had a huge problem with that. We were marching and we had like a road march or something like that. So I had my gas mask on and the protective gear. So we had to get ready. You know, it was some hot weather training, I guess you want to call it. It just lucked out because my basic training in AIT was in the middle of summer. So, oh great, happy, joy. I had a chance to get some hardcore hot weather training. And I sure was not happy about it. Man, it was fucking miserable. All right. Again, part of my language. But, you know, if you were there and experienced it, you would understand. Because I hate hot weather, whatever. And, oh, my God, I have claustrophobia, too. And having to keep that stuff on with the gas mask and, oh, give me a break. It's like hell. Man, I mean, it's the closest thing to hell that you can get. And then if there's somebody shooting at you, oh, give me a break. But I was lucky it's only during training time. It was only training. Well, that's that story. But I got really sick. I fell out, basically. I got really, really, really dizzy. And I started cramping up. I had a heat stroke. I mean, that's what happened to me. It was so bad. The drill sergeant, they picked me up. I don't even remember some of this. I don't remember all of it, but they picked me up and they dragged me, practically threw me underneath the shade of a tree that was the closest one nearby. And I don't remember any of that, but that's what I was told. That's what happened to me. So they threw me on the ground underneath a tree where there's shade. And man, they forced me to drink like 2 gallons of water. I mean, I'm telling you right now, ain't no joke, man. It was freaking like the water torture that you talk, what the CIA does, you know. But man, I could not stop drinking water because they wouldn't let me. So I was there drinking canteen after canteen after canteen of water until I threw up, and I had to drink some more water after I threw up because I was so dehydrated. And I was showing all the signs of dehydration and heat stroke. So it was a miserable time. And because of that reason, my body never recovered from that heat situation, from a heat casualty. And that's what happens when you get a problem like that. And then, you know, something crazy on the total opposites, on the 100% polar opposite. I had a situation when I was in South Korea, and this was cold weather. Okay, so I went from one extreme to the other, and it was extremely freaking cold in South Korea. And not only that, we were very close to the DMZ because we had to do some training. It was actually rifle marksmanship, and see, the thing is that you're picked. I don't know how to do it, but you're automatically picked for certain weapons that you carry if combat were to break out. Because, you know, we were in South Korea, and, you know, North Korea, they could attack at any second the whole time that we're there. And I mean, it's always been on a high state alert. South Korea, they have, oh God, a real funny story. Oh, I didn't want to tell this one because it's embarrassing as shit. But, I mean, the day I arrived in country, okay, and I think it was when I was first going to my unit. We stayed in the hotel for like a week or so. So when I was trying to get to my unit, to the barracks and all that, you know, I was lost. I don't know what the hell I was. I was by myself. You know, I mean, where the fuck am I? So where am I at? So I'm trying to get to the barracks. And all of a sudden I hear all these air raid sirens going off. And I'm like, you know what? Oh, man, what? No. I can't have bad luck like that, man. My luck can't be that bad. The first day I get in country, we get attacked. I'm not even in my unit yet. I'm trying to find my barracks. I don't have a weapon I don't have no gas mask. I don't have no protective gear. I was in civilian clothes still, because I was carrying my duffel bag for all my clothes and my BDUs, my Army dress uniform, and all that stuff. So I had nothing, guys, no weapon, no protection, no nothing. So I was just completely, vulnerable. I was completely worthless, okay? What's a soldier without their weapon, Think about it. Yeah, you're not really worth that much, are you? So I had nothing, and the air raid sirens are going off, and it turns out it was just a drill. And it turns out they do the drills every single day. And, boy, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, they play a lot of jokes on you when you're brand new in the country, and people are just laughing at me, all the other soldiers, and because I was, like, running around, like, freaking nervous as my heartbeat was going crazy. I thought, man, this is it. I just barely got here, and already going to get my ass blown up with some missiles or some nukes or something, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. I said, relax, private, because I was a private back then. Relax, private. This is just a drill. Get used to him. And everybody's freaking laughing at me. And I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, that's one of the jokes that everybody falls for, because you don't know what's going on, and it happens at a certain time of the day. So everybody gets confused when they first arrive. They don't tell you nothing about that, obviously. Nobody knows. Or actually, people know, but they don't tell you. I think it's all part of training. You want to see how you can overcome, adapt, and improvise, and under pressure, and all that good stuff. So I was as calm as I could be. I knew that there had to be something. It couldn't be like perfect timing like that. I just barely got here, and all of a sudden we're getting attacked already by North Korea. So, but I was lucky that nothing really did happen. So there you go. I was talking about the cold weather. I'm just gonna make it fast. Okay, so everybody gets assigned a weapon. Okay, so combat breaks out. My weapon was the M60 machine gun. And how I was picked for that, who knows? I have no idea. I never knew to this day who volunteered me to carry the M60. But so good. That thing was heavy as hell. Let me tell you, M60 machine gun is no joke. So I had to qualify. So what happened was, I had to carry that damn thing on the bus when we went close to the DMZ. Fort Jackson, was it? Not Fort Jackson. Camp Jackson or Camp something. Everything was camps out there. It wasn't no forts. But everything like overseas is camp for Army. So it was Camp something. I don't remember the name, but it was very close to the DMZ in North Korea. On the border, man. It was really close. I'm serious, man. It was that close. The people were saying, as we're busing up there, all the other soldiers were saying how close we're going to be. Like, man, this is as realistic as this is going to get, guys. You are not going to freaking... This is the best training that you could ever get right now. You're going to qualify for your weapon of that you were chose for. I don't know, I had a blast, but it was cold as a mother. It was so cold. It was like below zero, obviously. And my skin was all red. I was red from head to toe. It was that bad. I have like freezer burn, frostbite, whatever freaking hell it was. But I was cold. The whole day it was so freaking cold. My eyes were watery. But I still qualified as an expert marksman with the M60 machine gun. I was able to shoot targets over 1,000 meters away. So that was awesome, man. I had a blast. Oh my God, that freaking weapon was insane, man. M60 machine gun ain't no joke. 7.62 millimeter rounds you're shooting, and it's so fast. Man, the freaking recoil was a bitch. But man, I loved it. I had a fucking blast. I'll never forget it. One of the best times I ever had, even though I was freezing my balls off. But it was one of the best times I ever had. Okay, I'm done. You guys can't even see me anyways. I'm home. All you can see is me driving. Okay, I'm out of here. You like what you see, if you've seen anything good. Like what you see, like what you hear, hit the like and subscribe. If you want to join the business and make some good money, check out the links in the bottom of this video. Join my team. I'm always looking for, some good people. We're all good people. Anybody wants to join, I'm here, guys. I want to help you guys. I want to grow my team. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's make some money. Okay, peace out. Love you guys. Take care now. Bye.